right, so a circle has a radius of 3 centimeters and is cut from a square piece of felt. The sides of the felt square are 8 centimeters long. So the sides of the felt square are 8 centimeters long. The question is how much felt is left over? So we got to think about this problem. In order to figure out how much is left over, we're going to take the square minus the circle. Okay, if we take the area of the circle out of the square, that's going to tell us how much felt's left over. So here we go. We know the area of a square is length times width. Okay, we know that the area of a circle is pi times radius squared. Okay, so now all we're going to do is plug this in and solve it. So area of a square, and the square has a length of 8 centimeters. So this is 8 times 8. So the area of my square is 64 centimeters squared. Now we're going to do the area of my circle. The area of the circle is pi, and it tells us to use 3.14 for pi, times the radius, which is 3, and we have to square that. So this would be 3.14 times 9. So we're going to go 3.14 times 9, and the area of my circle is 28 and 26 hundredths. Now we're going to subtract these two areas from each other. So 64 minus 28 and 29 hundredths comes out to be, there is 35 and 71 hundredths centimeters squared felt left over. Okay. Okay, so the next problem that we have is this. A middle school has an oval track with the dimensions shown. What is the distance around the track? Use 3.14 for pi. So I already read this problem, and you guys already told me that the distance around a track is called the circumference of a circle. The distance around a circle is circumference. So that means we're going to either use either of these, where it's pi times diameter or 2 times radius times pi. Okay, now if we come over here and look at this, this side is half of the circle and this side is the other half of the circle. So if I ignore this middle part right here, I could draw a circle right here and it has a line of 78. So it has a diameter of 78. So now what that means is, since they give us the diameter, I'm going to use this formula right here. So circumference equals pi. Well, pi is 3.14 times the diameter of 78. All right, so I'm going to use my calculator. And I'm going to go 3.14 times the diameter, which was 78. And my circumference of just that circle is 244 and 92 hundredths meters. So that is what the distance from here to here and here to here has a total of. Now I have to add on the straight pieces of this track, which is 78 and 78. So I'm going to add 244.92 plus one of the straight sides plus the other straight side. So if I go 78 plus 78 more, it comes out to be 400.92. So the distance around the track is 400.92. And I'll double check that. 244.92 plus one side, which is 78, plus another side, which is 78, is 400.92 meters. Okay, so you guys definitely want to pay close attention to number 3 because of the fact that you will see a problem like this on your quiz. So, Mr. Mr. Abba builds a circular patio with a diameter of 12 feet. Very important. He covers the patio with paving stones. So he covers the patio. So that must mean area of the patio. The cost of the paving stone is $10.50 per square foot. To the nearest dollar, how much do the paving stones cost? Okay, so that's my important information. So I drew it out first, right? So I know I have a circle that has a diameter of 12 feet. I, however, need to find the area. Area of a circle is pi times radius, squared. This gives me the diameter of 12. I need the radius. So my radius would be half the diameter, or 6. Okay, so now that I know kind of important information, now my first thing I want to do is I want to find the area of that circle. So area equals pi times radius squared. Obviously, if I'm solving for the amount, I'm not going to use pi. I'm going to use 3.14. So area equals 3.14 times 6 squared, because I got the 6 because it's the radius. So using my calculator, 3.14 times 6 squared is 6 times 6, or 6 squared, whatever you want to do. The area of this is 113 400 feet squared. Now, all that does is tell me the area of my circle. To find my cost, I'm going to take the area, total area, and multiply it by how much it costs per square foot. So I'm going to go 113.04 times $10.50. And this comes out to be $1,186.92. If I rounded that to the nearest dollar, it would be C, $1,187. Okay, so again, found the area of the circle, then took the area of the circle and times it by how much it costs per square foot. Okay, so we have 3 formulas that we've talked about this unit or this lesson: circumference and area. There's 2 that go with circumference. It's either pi times diameter, or it's 2 times the radius times pi. Okay, well, here's the scoop, you guys. They tell us the radius of this circle is 7. The radius is 7. So guess what? I know if I substituted this in, look, I'm ignoring all of these. It would be 2 times 7 times pi, right? Or if I simplified it, it would be 14 times pi. So these are the 2 expressions that I could use, only 2. So ready? Look. Hey, oh, look at A. 2 times 7 times pi. Yes, that's this one. I know I can use it. C, 7 divided by 2. No, sillies. We can't use that one because this is already the radius. Now, if it was the diameter, then yes, but this is not an option. E, 49 times pi. What? Oh, they're thinking that we're looking for the area, because there would be 7 squared, which is 49. We're not looking for the area. That's not an option. Okay, look at this one. 2 times 14 times pi. Oh, no, no, no. We don't want to double the diameter. So that's not an option. D, 14 times pi. Well, yes. If our radius is 7, 7 times 2 is the diameter. So D is your other option. So your answers are A and D. All right, so this one's a little more complex. A box holds 3 circular flower pots, each with the same diameter. What is the exact area of the base of just one pot? Okay, so if you look at this right here, we only want one pot. Well, we know this whole side is 15 inches. That means to find that from here to here, to here to here is 15. So if we want to find out just this section right here to here, we're going to first take 15 and divide it by 3. So what we find out is that each one of these pots has a diameter of 5. Okay. Now we're looking for area. Area, so hold on, diameter equals 5. Area is pi times radius squared. Well, they told us the diameter. And if you remember, the radius is half the diameter. So again, use your calculators. It's fine. I'm not grading you on if you can divide right now. So we're going to take 5 and divide it by 2. And the radius comes out to be 2.5. Okay, so now here we go. Area equals, we're going to leave pi as pi because we want the exact area, times 2.5 squared. Now, please don't get this wrong. It's not 2.5 times 2. It's 2.5 times 2.5. When you square a number, that's what you get. So we go 2.5 times 2.5 or square it. So the area equals pi times 6.25 inches. And we're going to keep it in terms of pi. So my answer is the base of one pot is 6.25. Notice I put that in front of my pi inches squared. Okay.